We're at Kasmin Gallery, and this is Vanessa German's second exhibition with the gallery, which is in this space on 27th Street and one around the corner as well. And we have Vanessa German's sculptures. She is a citizen artist, she is a healer, she is a sculptor, she's a performance artist, she's a community organizer, and the sculptures become sort of her messages to the world, and they're pretty spectacular. She's influenced and inspired by the Olmec Mesoamerican heads, the ancient heads that served for sort of religious purposes as reverential places to come and worship and honor the gods. So in a way, these are both godlike, but also they're very much about the materials that she uses, which are diverse from found objects to minerals and stones and crystals that she incorporates, and porcelain and other objects that she weaves kind of into this incredible amalgamation of the surfaces of all of the sculptures. And each sculpture has a story. It's made up of what she calls the ingredients. Normally in art you have the name of the artist, the name of the work, and you have the medium. But here the medium becomes the story of each work and what inspired it and what it's all about. So you have this incredible opportunity to understand the process of the artist and what it takes to make each of the works, both spiritually and materially. We're going to go to one of them that I think is at the center, at the heart of this exhibition, and I have to read the ingredients because it becomes the story and it's very lengthy otherwise. So this one is called GUMBALL, a gloriously underestimated magical bounty as living love, or an invitation to contemplation at the pace of one's own divine soul. And in the ingredients, in the medium, this is how she weaves the story and the materials. She says gemstones and minerals, tiger eye, onyx, obsidian, rose quartz, morganite, lapis, aragonite, citrine, agate, dyed jade, titanium heated, geode, spirit quartz, cut glass crystal, fish keychains, a love song to the soul of it all, a house in which to grow, wised in a manner with allows no violation to the being, wood, hand-blown glass, gumball, ceramic figurine, pink prayer beads, prayers of grace, and the intimacy of loneliness, giving into the knowing of deep and true wholeness, light, astroturf, joyous angelic presence, the levity of the Buddha, haha, love, memories of my grandmother, plaster gauze, cardboard, obsidian, lucky foot, 3-4 bags of the artist's recycling, a laying on of hands and a release into the grace of being held outside of one's own mind, joy, ceramic, butterflies the way that black girls in my youth could speak their own language by chewing and popping gum, beaded flowers, hope, newness, porcelain, title, slow down, it's going to be okay. So it's kind of takes your breath away to just say everything that goes into the making of each one of the sculptures, but you can feel that she's inspired by her youth growing up in Los Angeles. She's inspired by the world around her. She's moved by the experiences that she lived through, and all of that goes into the making. You know, each one becomes kind of this messenger of her soul, of her experiences, of her past and her present, and we are these happy recipients of everything that she needs to translate through the sculptures, give back to the world. Look at the back here with these kind of small little sacks of wrapped cloth that are tightly woven. Her mother was a quilt maker, so she grew up helping her mother create the quilts. So you have the usage of the fabrics in a lot of her works. You have porcelain here as well. There are these butterflies that are kind of floating about. I mean, it's just a mesmerizing combination, accumulation of these materials. another work to talk about is this one that uses her new interest in numerology and in the spiritual relevance and symbolism, significance of numbers. So for example, this date here of March 6, 2025 was the date that signifies when she started to embellish the work. So it marks the time of the creation of the works, and also the language that she uses, the text. Everything, I see you, she speaks to the audience. She has this way of communicating through the works via the materials, via the language, via the titles of each one of them. So this one is titled The Monumental Scribble, and again, going into the ingredients, the mysteries of existence in a realm of impermanence: wood, plaster, plaster gauze, foam, obsidian, beads, onyx beads, beaded glass trim, love, the union between heart and mind, the opposite of self-loathing, the greatness of just being here, marble tile, red glass beads, cut glass, prisms, quilt top, the shirt that the artist wore, and you have to go back here to see the shirt actually, while making this work. Buy weed from women, black beaded trim, the end of the day, that having the most money will keep death from your doorstep. The anxiety of social media, a drawing of your own face that you scribble on as though to say, make it better, or make it go away. Healing, love, truth, pain, magic, loving love. So every one of the ingredients is the way that she feels as she makes the work, what inspires her, the sorrow and the joy, the pain, and the celebration in every which way. So every one of these works has its own story to tell through the materials and through the words and the spirit and the energy that she puts in. That's why for her, the usage of crystals is so important. The quartz crystals that translate that healing from the work into the world around them.